Sometimes we could all do with pressing the pause button. For me, that means getting outdoors and into the fresh air.
We're here to have fun and relax.
While catching up with pals,
Casey Ainsworth.
All the way from London town.
Nicola Adams.
This is where I grew up, in Yorkshire.
Jeanette Manrara.
and with family.
It's a really good way to bond, getting to know each other through drawing.
So join us
I love very good, yeah.
as we show how taking a break in nature
There's something about water, there's something about the coastline. Are you feeling relaxed, Joe McKelvey?
Yeah, I think we've smashed it.
or trying something new
You have sailed before, Mark?
Many, many times.
Here's the next gust coming.
can be the perfect recipe
Oh, we've got sausage rolls.
Get it all on, and the kitchen sink.
My taste buds are doing high fives.
to nourish the mind
That's brilliant.
I can't believe I've stopped doing all this stuff. It's very therapeutic, don't you think?
body
Oh, I can feel things shaking that shouldn't be.
Fish on! Fish on. Fish on.
and soul.
You know what they say? It's not about the destination. It's the journey.
Well, we were all up with the early birds this morning.
You were listening before to the bird song?
Yeah.
What we got here?
Is that a wren? Or is that a
Yeah.
blackbird?
Because I've gathered the lads together at my cottage in Northumberland,
That's a blackbird. Blackbirds have got one of the nicest songs.
so we can go on a very special weekend away.
Are you lot ready to relax and
We are.
recharge and reconnect with nature? Take it away. Good. Our chariot awaits, and what a chariot it is. Ha! Look at that.
This trip with my nephew Damon, brother David, and Uncle Matheson has been planned for ages.
I give you the green machine.
It's not?
What?
It's white.
And I couldn't get a green one. Let's have a look inside. All right, just leave your bags outside, have a look around. See what you think.
Oh, you can go to
Hey, this is
big.
nice, isn't it?
That is nice.
Wow,
This is impressive.
Really good, isn't it?
Very nice.
Robson, this is beautiful. It's good, isn't it?
Really
good.
nice, man. Wow.
I mean, what more do you want? Roof over your head, fridge, you got a bathroom, TV.
It's
really
It's really nice. Nice.
Shall we make like a cow pat and hit the road?
Oh, well then. Let's away. Where's the keys?
Matheson's 75 tomorrow, so we're going away for a couple of days R&R in County Durham, about 30 miles down the road from here.
Hey, when was the last time we were all in a motorhome together?
I don't think we ever had. I can't remember.
Have you driven one before?
No.
Great. So, get in.
Whether we get where we're going to or not, I haven't got a clue.
Well, Davy, all will be revealed. This isn't just a mobile home. This is a gateway to endless possibilities in the countryside.
Now, usually when we're together, we head north into Northumberland. But let's see what's on our doorstep south of Northumberland, eh? Got loads of activities planned.
Do we find out, or is everything going to be a surprise?
Well, all I'll say is, one of them involves a large rubber ring. Another means you have to take a few sharp intakes of breath. And there's one activity where let's just make sure we don't get our fingers burnt. That's all I'm saying.
This sounds weird to me. Well, that's a mixed bag, isn't it?
We're on our way to a location near Forest in Teesdale, in the Durham Dales.
Right, our first activity on our adventurous agenda on this weekend away is a rendezvous with untamed waters.
All right.
So, do you remember when you had a paddling pool in your back garden and you were made to wear the rubber rings to stop you from drooling?
Yeah, your armbands.
Well, just think of that on a bigger scale. Bigger than the inner tube of a tyre on a car. And the paddling pool is rapids.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, we're off whitewater tubing.
I thought the weekend was about like relaxation.
Yes,
Well, it is, but it's also about stepping outside your comfort zone and just reminding ourselves of our youth.
Well, I'm just wanting to do all these things before I die.
Part of the North Pennines National Landscape, this is a stunning spot to meet Craig, who's an instructor at Endless Adventure Northeast,
Craig, Robson,
Good to see you, man.
nice to
Good
meet
to
you.
see you.
which offers extreme sports experiences for all ages.
Have to ask, whitewater tubing, is it fun?
It's awesome.
Is
It's
it?
the best fun you're going to have. Yeah.
Great. So is it just, I'm just looking at them, they're just like giant donuts. Is that what it's like, just hurtling down a waterway in a giant donut?
Giant donuts up the creek without a paddle. That'd be great fun.
Is this a tandem?
Two of you in there getting bounced down the rapids.
I just need to ask though, this is meant to be relaxing. Is this going to be relaxing?
Yeah, it's just like a lazy river, mate.
Great. Now, what do we need to know before we take the plunge?
So what you need to know is now's the time to get changed, and we're going to go and dive into the water.
Great, because we're going to get wet, aren't we?
Just a bit.
We're going to get wet.
See you in a minute. See you in a bit.
See you soon.
See you in a bit.
Our lesson is taking place along a section of the River Tees near Low Force Waterfall.
I thought Craig said it was a lazy river. It looks a bit rapid to me.
Do you know what I love though? Somebody came along and looked at this spot here and went, do you know what? I'm going to hurtle down there in a rubber ring.
But before we do any hurtling, we need to be suitably protected.
Okay, chaps, so just as we approach the river's edge, now's a good time to get those helmets on.
And learn how to escape these turbulent rapids if we capsize.
So we're going to start off with a little bit of swimming here, okay? So we've got defensive swimming, which is something that we use in our fast-flowing white water, because you can't swim against the flow, it's too fast. So that's on your back with your feet up on the surface. If you can't see your toes, you need to get them up, most important thing. And then when you end up in this sort of darker, calmer water, you can then think about your aggressive swimming, so swimming to the side. We normally do that on a diagonal, so you're swimming against the current, but still able to traverse across the river, okay?
Right, rock, paper, scissors. Who's going first? You? Right? Get in!
The first one brave enough to take the leap is Damon.
Just before you go, yeah, give yourself a bit of a splash if you can. As you can see, your feet are on a ledge. Yeah. So when you bump off this, you want to try and bump into that middle section there, okay? And then remember, feet up. Well, that's it. In you go. Right then, who's going next?
The water in the River Tees has travelled all the way from the slopes of the North Pennines.
Yeah, that's it. Right.
So it's a pretty chilly 9 degrees.
My gosh, I'm glad I've got a wetsuit on. That is fresh.
But now that we're all acclimatised and have received a full safety briefing, it's launch time for the donuts.
Well, basically, we're going to tube this little section from here down to that bottom little chute there, okay?
Right, Matthew, you can get in.
All right, we're good to go, chaps, when you're ready.
Go on, Matt.
You got the handles, Matt.
Right.
Are you ready?
Go on, Madison. Be in middle breath.
No way, Matt.
Come on. Yeah. That's it. Your way.
Oh, it's good forward.
Your way. Good forward, Madison.
That was fantastic. Do you know what? All comedy comes out of tragedy, Matheson.
Oh, hell.
Right.
Yeah.
Seeing 3 generations of my family jumping in at the deep end together makes my heart sing.
So, Robson, any famous last words? Any famous last words? Yes. The universe is expanding. Goodbye.
Come on, Robson. You come back in.
Oh, look at that. It's good fun watching other people do it. It's hilarious. When you get going, you didn't want it to stop.
I didn't want to stop.
Just keep going.
What we'll do is we're going to take the double tube up this time, and I'm going to set you off in the double tube.
David, you want to go on the double?
I want to do it again.
I'll be at the back, you go on the front.
Right, remember, face forward. And think of Northumberland.
Come on! Hands up, Damon.
More stylish
Yes,
one.
boys! Yes!
Oh, stay safe. Drop the line. style to there, lad.
Alright, you got your bragging rights now.
There's definitely a skill to staying afloat, and I think Matheson's determined to crack it.
Go on, Matheson. Go on, Matt. Hands up, hands up. Yeah. Right, I'm staying on. Oh, staying on.
That's what I love about Matheson.
He is the biggest kid of the lot.
I know.
This has to be one of the most exhilarating water sports I've ever tried. And our adventure isn't over quite yet. Craig has set one last challenge, a leap of around 20 feet into the rapids below.
It's like jumping off a 2-story building.
You're going to jump out as far as you can into the centre of the pool. Okay, so
I've loved every second of this day.
enjoy it. 3, 2, 1. Nice one, Robson. Big thumbs up. Woo. Big jump. Go on, Damon. Big jump.
Well, this is certainly a memorable way for Matheson to mark a milestone birthday.
I'm ready when you are. 3, 2, 1. Nice one.
Our afternoon has been the definition of going with the flow. And now it's time to head to the lovely location that I found for our overnight.
Marks out of 10 for whitewater tubing.
10.
I'd chuck in an 11.
Yeah. You've got a man who's 75 tomorrow. I'm 60 this year. You're no spring chicken. He's no spring chicken. And I didn't know about you, but I felt 7 years old. It was brilliant.
10, it was brilliant.
We're bedding down deep in the Teesdale countryside on a site that has a couple of shepherds' huts.
What a beautiful location, eh?
And, as me and Matheson are the oldest, we bagsied the accommodation,
Does that sound fair?
Yeah, brilliant.
which means Davy and Damon are sharing the motorhome.
I claim top bunk.
You can have it.
This is Mickleton, the home of Toadland's Shepherd's Huts, which are owned and managed by Jane.
Jane, are you there?
Hi, Robson.
And both come with their own hot tub and fire pit.
I love what you've done with the place.
Thank
and thank you
you.
so much for giving us permission to park the motorhome.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
So whose idea was it to turn Shepherd's Huts into a smaller version of the Ritz?
Thank you very much for that. Well, we were going to do a holiday let in the barn, and then we came up with the idea of doing the shepherd's huts. We've built them over in the shed over there, and then we've put them into place as holiday lets.
Got loads. Well, you made the most impressive job.
Yeah.
My hut is called Roundabouts, and Matheson is staying in Bill Loon's.
Can we go?
Oh, this is rather splendid.
It's a king-size bed just for you for the night.
That's lovely.
Nice dining area here.
Marvellous.
You want to have your 3-course meal? And the bathroom through the other side.
And central heating.
Central heating.
Oh, it'll be toasty in here.
Just at the flick of a switch.
Sorted. That's absolutely
All for
gorgeous.
you. So enjoy your stay with us.
I will do. I'm
you.
sure I will.
Thank you for coming.
What a gorgeous place to chill out after all that messing about in the water.
Food.
For your birthday.
For me birthday.
What we got?
There you are, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you very
A
much.
Berkshire salad, get you.
And,
Thank you,
cup of
mate.
tea for you.
Thank you very
Mr.
much.
Green, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. What was your highlight of the day?
I couldn't make my mind up which bit I liked the best. You thought me being upside down in the water was the best
I'll
bit.
never forget it.
Oh,
that was one of the funniest things I've ever
That's
seen.
hilarious, though.
Worrying
Worrying
at
at
first,
first, because you were down a while. Thinking, heck, I thought he's never coming up. Popped up like a cork.
There you go. Here's to a good day out, man.
Great day
That was
today.
great.
Well, I definitely had a restorative sleep last night.
Morning, neighbours.
Good
morning,
Here's
man.
the birthday boy.
Enough. I'm not getting up. Happy birthday, our lad.
And we all look ready for day 2 of our weekend escape.
What are the plans there? What we're doing?
Well, the good news is, David, you don't have to get behind the wheel straight away.
Great.
The activity I've got planned this morning is going to come to us. What were you like at metalwork at school?
Not very good.
Oh, it's fair, actually. I wasn't too bad.
Well, you're looking at someone who got a B in design technology, A level.
Oh, fancy.
Matheson?
I'm so old I didn't have bloody classes like that when I was in school.
Well, hopefully, we're about to put that right.
This looks a business.
Because Darren and Chris from True North Trades have arrived with their mobile smithies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So they can deliver a workshop in the traditional art of blacksmithing.
Right, so what have you lads got planned for us today?
So, 2 of you are going to be making a lovely raise for the lady.
Oh,
Wow.
And 2 of you are going to be making
that's really
fire poker.
And you've got everything here to make stuff like this?
Absolutely. You'll be
Nice.
able to do all of that in the lovely great outdoor.
that?
So the fire poker will be starting off basically with that.
With a blank piece.
It's a blank piece.
Well, I don't know about you, Damon, but I'd be happy with that.
And you're going to be making the rows out of these little blanks and
Yeah.
one of these here. So
Okay.
basically going to teach you how to make that out of these.
Oh, brilliant.
But before we can get stuck in, we need some safety gear.
You look dead young in these goggles.
Shall we light the forges, Chris?
Yep, let's go.
Yes.
There we go.
The first task for both items is to create a taper at the end of the metal rods.
So, going to be using small hammer for you guys. You guys are going to be doing slightly larger hammer. When you're using the hammer, it's not like hammering a nail like that. You want your hand up near the top there because you've got a lot more control over where the angle goes. You want your feet planted. You want your toes pointed towards the anvil. So just stand a bit to your side, have it to your side, straight up, straight down.
Right.
Let the hammer do the work.
Right, Matheson, it's your birthday, so age before beauty.
Then if I make a pig's ear of it.
Aye.
So, start you off about there, yep. That's it. And if you raise the hammer up a bit higher and keep the hammer nice and flat. That's it. Lovely stuff.
I can feel it starting to get harder.
Lovely. That's it. That hammer nice and flat.
So what gave you the bug then, Chris, when you started? What was it about, that first session that just got you hooked?
So I actually started working with Darren at a veterans charity again, and he got me in the workshop one day. Stop that. Beautiful. And I did exactly what we're doing now, and ended up making that as my first item.
No.
That was literally the
Oh,
first one I ever made.
Your first one that you made?
Yeah.
That's absolutely fantastic.
Do you find doing stuff like this is incredibly therapeutic?
It really is. The amount of people who have come across and worked out some frustrations after a bad day.
We're just like hitting things.
Oh yes, it's fantastic.
Is it for all walks of life? Yeah, anyone
Walks
can
of
do
life.
this, yeah?
Anyone, yes. I've had older people, I've had younger people. I've done a lot of work with some autistic children as well. One of my biggest success stories was a young lad. He basically was terrified of fire and loud noises, and he braved it just because he wanted to face his fear. He came back month after month after month.
Oh, good man.
He's currently now in college doing design technology.
So what kind of age group do you get on things? And what's the ages for people?
It's more of a height thing.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
So if you're taller than the anvil, is that
Pretty much, yeah. So when we're running a workshop, we tend to say 14 plus, just to be on the safe side with height, because we don't know who's going to show up. But we do have a go sessions as well at festivals and at fairs and things like that. So we'll just have someone come along as long as they're tall enough.
Exactly. Want to give it a go.
So we're going to work on your pointers.
Just a point, yeah?
So you
Just an angle.
There on a slight angle. Stop there. And again. Stop there. Lovely. We don't want to do too much.
No.
Too thin. We'll start getting cracks in it.
Right then, Robson.
You can already see it's taking shape.
Oh yes. And a hit. Yeah. Stop you there.
Well, that stem's coming on nicely, Matheson.
Nice. And away you go. There you go. Fire at will. You got a bit of a knack for this.
Just brute strength and ignorant.
Very nice.
You got to remember, not so long ago, this was the norm for lots of lads in the northeast, wasn't it?
This was the norm.
Yeah.
So you're best off. You just keep it in the middle there while I move. You keep it in the same spot. That's it.
That's looking great, man.
lift that one up. So grab it in the middle there.
Just like that.
That's it. And then just lift up. That's it.
Looks like a poppy more than a rose, but I like poppies. Oh, look at the colour of that.
So you can see.
Can we keep that colour?
I wish.
We might only be beginners, but it's amazing how quickly we've got used to the tools of the trade.
Back at you, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
And stop there. Lovely.
Beautiful.
Take that off you. We'll get that quenched down.
And how satisfying it feels to create something from scratch.
And there you go, sir.
That is absolutely, if I do see it so myself, how beautiful is that, man?
There you go. Near the bottom.
Wow. Isn't it strange to think, not so long ago, that was a flat piece of mild steel. And we've created something beautiful out of it in this amazing setting.
Well,
These
with a
amazing
lot of help.
guys. What a lovely thing to do.
Cracking job, fellas. Absolutely cracking job.
I'll definitely be doing this again. Thank you so much. How are the
Absolute pleasure.
porkers coming along?
Robson!
Hey.
Guys, what do you think?
Nice couple of porkers.
What do you think of all that? Oh, fancy.
They're
Look,
really
flat.
good.
Only 2 in the world. I thought I'd like it. I've absolutely loved it.
I know.
This is so,
Listen,
so good.
Darren,
Been a
that was an
pleasure.
activity I didn't want to end. Genuinely,
was
thoroughly
great fun.
enjoyed it.
Great fun.
Chris,
Thank you.
what an awesome thing to do, man.
Well, I've done some things on these escapes, but that one blew me away.
I loved those blacksmiths. They were brilliant.
They were handy. They knew that stuff, them 2 lads.
And what a surprising and unique thing to do in beautiful surroundings.
Yeah.
And our weekend isn't over just yet.
Well, I thought before we head home, you know, we've been in the element of water, in the element of fire.
Yeah.
You know, with all that heat, I think it's time to chill. See what I did there? And I promise you, it'll be a stroll for the soul.
Brilliant.
Oh, sounds interesting.
That sounds interesting.
Our last engagement is a few minutes' drive away near Middleton in Teesdale, where the woods and farmlands stretch from the North Pennines to the River Tees and beyond.
Have you been here before, Matson?
Never. Nope.
It's a bonny
No,
spot, isn't it?
It's lovely. It's a bonny spot.
I want to wrap up Matheson's birthday weekend by introducing him to something he's never done before.
How you doing, lad?
How there, lads? All right.
And I know one of the best people to do that is Aaron, who runs an organisation called The Conscious Self,
Good to see you, Aaron.
Good to see you too. How are you doing?
Great to see you again.
which helps people reconnect with nature through meditation and other therapeutic practices.
So where are you taking us today?
So today I'm going to take you into the woods and we're going to do some beautiful breath work. We're going to go for little mindfulness walks. We're just going to chill and zen out. Yeah?
Brilliant.
So if you'd like to follow me, guys.
Like our David, Aaron used to be a scaffolder, but after finding Thai boxing and yoga, he decided to make a life change.
Yoga led me to meditation. Yeah, meditation led me to breath work, and then made the jump finally. You know, I was in and out of scaffolding for a little bit, but eventually finished that off and started this. And
Now here you are.
Yeah, here I am.
It's interesting, isn't it, David, that you were a scaffolder,
Yeah.
you transitioned from that to landscape gardening,
Yes.
and you transitioned from scaffolding to places like this.
Yeah, we both
Yeah.
gone to nature.
Think we made the right decision?
Oh, definitely.
Aaron, I think so, mate.
I wouldn't take it back.
You're right, mate. You're dead right.
Oh, this is stunning.
It is pretty funny.
And how long
Yeah.
have we been walking? We haven't seen a soul?
Yeah.
So what have you got planned for us today then?
So today we're gonna stop at some point. We're gonna find a tree.
Yeah.
From that point onwards, we're gonna practice some mindfulness. We're gonna be silent. We're just gonna take in the forest, the sounds, the smells, the
Brilliant.
sights, and just even feeling like the ground underneath your feet. You know.
Yeah.
Aaron,
Sounds good.
are you just telling us to shut up?
No.
This is Aaron's office. We're in his backyard now. We've got to do as he says.
Time to be quiet. I think I'm going to find that very difficult.
Yes. So we're just coming up to a lovely spot here, guys. I think this would be a great spot for us to sit down and to take part in the breath work.
Lead the way, Aaron.
So if you just want to follow me in here, why don't we all sit around here in this beautiful mossy bit here?
Yeah, this is my bit.
Just anywhere?
Anywhere you like, anywhere is comfy. Okay guys, so now we've reached our spot. I think it's a good opportunity to shut our eyes down and we're just going to become really present in the moment. So if you'd like to close your eyes and take some slow, gentle, Deep inhales, in and out the nose. And just put your thoughts to one side and take that opportunity to drop into the moment. Forget your to-do list. Forget the busy life that you have outside of the woods. And just really connect to your breath. And also connect to the forest. So really listen. The sound of the birds. You can just hear the stream in the background. And that really still sense of silence and stillness that sits behind it. And when I say what I want you to do is to inhale, a rush of air in, then pause at the top. So we inhale now. Pause. Exhale and sigh, audible sigh. Let it go. We inhale again, nice and deep. We pause. And we exhale and sigh. How do we feel, lads?
I now know why you're so chill.
That was great.
You think you don't have time for doing something like this, but maybe you just have to make the time, don't you?
Yeah, it's so important.
We've only been doing it for 10, 15 minutes, and it makes all the difference, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Suddenly you become present.
That was really lovely, actually.
Yeah, but you become aware of everything around you, don't you?
Yeah. I think it's important to come back and to do that every now and again. I think the woods is a perfect place to be present as well, because everything else here is present and just living as it is.
I just think by design we're meant to do stuff like this. I do.
You do feel
your entire body just slowing
Yeah,
down.
I was that chilled out
The
there.
difference I feel now.
I think Matson was asleep. Probably.
If ever you find me dead and never died of stress, I've been murdered. I don't do stress.
And so, what's your recommendation then? If I'm walking the dog, and I find myself in a forest, how long would you need to just bit of breathing, help yourself relax? What would you recommend?
I mean, 10 minutes a day.
Right.
Simple as that. 10 minutes a day.
Just doing something like this reminds you that you don't have to prove yourself to people to live a very happy and healthy life.
It costs nothing.
Yeah, but I've spent a lot of mine people pleasing and worrying about what other people think. And it was only later in life, especially doing stuff like this, that you find, you can get just as happy just by sitting next to a tree.
Strip it back, isn't it?
Yeah,
strip it right back. It's very simple. Yeah.
Well, I know you lot don't want me to say it, but it's time to get you home. And I think we'll be floating home after this. Aaron,
Brilliant.
as always, thanks ever so much.
Thank you so much for having me and let me teach. Thank you so much.
Great.
See you guys.
Do it next time, buddy.
Yeah, I'll see you again soon.
Cheers.
Bye now.
Take
care.
again.
Yeah, buddy. You too, guys. Lovely to meet you all.
Right, stay chilled.
Yeah.
Well, you just leaving you were there.
Yeah, honestly. See you later. Thank you.
Don't fall asleep.
What a brilliant way to bring a weekend escape with the lads to a close, and to spend Matheson's big birthday. Special memories.
That switches you off.
Well, they say it switches you on. Because you're tuning in to nature.
County Durham. I think it's safe to say we'll be back.